everybody. How are you? This is Bernadette Bose, and welcome to the Biz Snap Show, brought to you by Ball of Fire Coaching. And what we are doing is we're showcasing small businesses so they thrive today, tomorrow, and in the future. And if you have a small business that you want to showcase, then feel free to drop me a line directly, Bernadette Bose at ballofireinc.com. But today we're talking to Mike Peters of Go Dog Sports. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing well, Bernadette. Thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Now I understand that you're commuting somewhere. So where do you live? What do you kind of tell us a little bit about you first before we get into Go Dog Sports.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm Mike Peters. I live in Southern California, specifically LA. Had to get the kids to a camp this morning, so it was a little bit of a commuter moment, and traffic in Los Angeles is no fun.
Oh, I've been there. And yes, Atlanta's bad. LA's worse, far worse.
I used to live in Atlanta, and I love Atlanta. So I'm very familiar with that, 75, 85, one way in, one way out, right?
Yep. Nice.
Totally
nice.
Understand that.
That's awesome. Okay. So, Go Dog Sports, tell us about it.
Yeah. So Go Dog Sports is a company we started about 3 years ago, which it's all about the ability to live stream youth sports. So whether you're at a school, whether you're at a, baseball league, or sports complex, we give the ability to the end user to basically stream and share with their grandparents, with parents that can't be there. And I think when you talk about COVID-19, the current situation, it's become like a common message in our world, which more or less is, if you can't come to the game and you can't be a part of your child's journey, you can still watch and stay connected in that sense.
Awesome. Now give me an idea. I don't have children, although I know
Okay.
what youth sports are. I played it. But give me an idea of kind of what kind of sports, are you able to live stream and broadcast and show?
Absolutely. So we started this company, honestly, standing on a baseball field. We were all part of a travel team for quite a while, and that became, more or less our weekly activity. So we were, sharing that, making memories. Everybody became super close friends, and then we all had corporate backgrounds where we couldn't be at everything. So the idea was to figure out how we could stay a part of the moment while not being there. And as far as sports are concerned, baseball has definitely been a sweet spot. We've got a lot of attention on that. We've got, volleyball, we've got basketball, we've got football, anything, to be quite honest with you. I had a conversation with a school out of Tennessee yesterday about their performing arts program. So we have the ability to customize URLs and brand it to where it doesn't necessarily feel like a Go Dog website. It feels
Right.
like your own league website.
Right. That's wild. So I'm visualizing because so my one niece plays for Scranton soccer at the University of Scranton, and she plays their soccer.
Yep.
And I love the fact that they'll broadcast and I can see it. And because I never get a chance, I live in Atlanta, they're up there. At the same time, are you using drones? Like what, how are you going about this?
Sure. No, it's a fixed install. And what that means is we're actually installing cameras at facilities or leagues. Honestly, half the time you don't even realize they're there. And the cameras flip on. Leagues can monetize them by selling ad space. They can, raise registration fees to cover the cost to provide it as a community driver. Or they could put it up as a subscription base, and whoever feels like they want to view, it's great. I think
Right.
the benefit that we have compared to others is that we give the option to download full games. You can make highlight clips. You can, remember those moments where Johnny got his first hit. You can share it to social media, and it really is kind of the wave of the future, in my opinion, as far as youth sports is concerned. It's a huge market. Nobody's built a brand like this for the youth, atmosphere. It's been mostly like colleges and recruiting and stuff like that. So we have, the highest quality feed to allow people to stay connected, and also they can share and save those memories forever. I think about my son, and if I had, his first big boy home run over the fence on camera, that would be gold for me. So, we
if
like
he has
the
a
ability
Go
to
Dog,
share that.
if he has his first Go Dog, home
Absolutely.
run, that, oh my God, that is, I can definitely appreciate that. And I'm trying to also I'm trying to also think about, we have a major storm going on here. I'm trying to also think about, so your customer, is it kind of two prong, meaning that your customer, obviously there's the end user who wants to watch it, but also it's the organization, the facility, the whatever that wants to, service you. Is that right?
Yep. So our initial customer, who we're selling to, if you will, would be leagues, complexes, schools. Those are the people that are installing the cameras to then monetize and view their league play. And then, the end user would be, parents, grandparents, anybody in between, people that want to stay connected and view. It could be recruiters from a college.
Yeah.
It could be anybody at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a completely secure feed. It's a completely secure feed. So it's not just we put a camera up and everybody in the country can view. Obviously, we have to stay very conscious of the fact that we're filming youth athletes, and
Right.
that is a big concern of ours. So we make sure that it's completely secure. We work with the leagues to only invite people that are registered to play in those leagues or those schools. And that is really kind of how we, push this forward into the future.
Yeah. Cause I would think that there, some parents might be like, privacy. I don't want my kid's face on, on camera or whatever the case might be.
That has come up, but if you look to your right or left when you're at any of these events, there's 35 people with their
Yes.
Facebook Live and their phone recording somebody already. So
Yep.
I think what we do is secure it in a much deeper way to where only those members of that league or that school can actually view.
Right.
So in a sense that has come up, but the second the cameras go in, it's the last thought on anyone's mind. They're just thrilled that they have the ability to do this.
I bet. Well, not only that, but I don't even think parents would really understand, God, the value you're giving them in regards to the IP and the content. When you say that they can take clips and highlights, so forth and so on. I mean, that's being someone who has a lot of IP and copyright and trademarks and whatnot. I mean, having that as a value as well to the parents, they probably don't understand it or really care or whatever, but knowing that they could take, because all they hear when they watch professional sports on TV is these are copywritten and cannot be, replicated in any way, shape, or form. And
Sure.
yet you're giving them that ability to do so because it is their child and that's awesome.
Yeah, and we don't sell to third parties. We don't share any of our content. That's not really what it's about. It's really about connecting the community and keeping people involved especially in a time like this when they can't be.
Yeah, absolutely. So you kind of gave the, my next question, what is going to be, what is the impact or the emotional kind of value and benefit that people get from it? And you've certainly mentioned the parents, the kids probably love it because, if they're hot
They
dogs or
do.
go dogs at all, they love to have it. Right.
Sure. Yeah,
Right.
they feel like they're on real TV, on ESPN, and at my son's league where we have this in Southern California, they hosted an all-star tournament last year. Our team, unfortunately, was knocked out, but we had a viewing party at the house, and all the kids watched the all-star game, and it's just a really fun moment. And that they want to be a part of it. They feel like they're celebrities and stars,
Yeah.
already at the age 10. So
That's
the emotional connection is there. It's a driver. It's where we started the company from because we are parents first and foremost, and we wanted to provide this service to everyone else.
love that. Love that. Love that. Okay. So I'm going to say go dogs sports, but
Mhm.
how would folks, especially parents and their kids, and I'm going to be sending it to all, I have 11 brothers and sisters and 22 nieces and nephews, and they're all in that, space of wanting, their activities captured. Where would
Sure.
people reach out and learn more?
So they can go to godogsports.com or godoggamestream.com. We've got a contact sales page there. They can find me, Mike at Godog Sports. Just email me, and what we do is we get the sales process rolling. So we'll scope out a facility, understand where they're coming from, take a look at how they want to provide the service, and then put a proposal together and kind of get the install process started.
Yeah.
But they can find us on GoDog. Obviously, we are on Facebook, Instagram, everything else, and then of course on this podcast they can find me.
Yeah, absolutely. And but you just kind of made me think of something. So do parents reach out to you also to say, "Hey, I want information so I can take it to my school or take it to my facility," as much as the school and facility reaches out to you?
Honestly, I would say it's about a 50-50 split. A lot of our, sales
Wow.
calls and inquiries would be parents that think it's an amazing thing. They found it on Facebook and they really want their league to bring this in. So they act as a way for us to leverage, the parents at your facility want this, let's bring it in.
Nice. Nice. And so your Facebook page is Go Dog Sports?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yeah, we'll be sharing and making sure that everyone's aware of that. That's awesome. Mike, I'm so happy and thankful that you were part of our BizSnap show, because it's definitely something that I know a lot of people are going to want to know about and learn about, and get engaged with. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. I really appreciate your time. Right now sales are exploding for us. It's a
I
runaway
bet.
train, and we're thrilled about it. So if anybody wants to get in touch, please, email me at mike@godogsports.com,
Yep.
and we'll start the process going.
And this is a great example, everybody, for of giving an opportunity for someone to showcase what it is that they're doing, so they can kind of like get springboarded. And he's already springboarding for sure, but so they can get thrive today, tomorrow, and in the future. And if you have, did you hear that thunderclap? If you
I
have
did.
a if you have a small business you want to showcase as well on the BizSnap show with Bernadette Bose, then send me an email directly, BernadetteBose@BallafInc.com. So that's for episode for this week. Stay tuned for another one next week. And thanks again, Mike. Have a great day.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Bernadette.
You're welcome.